Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is one of the most influential personal finance books of all time, offering a fresh perspective on wealth building and financial education. First published in 1997, this book contrasts the financial mindsets of two key figures in Kiyosaki's life. His biological father, referred to as the poor dad, and his best friend's father, the rich dad. Through their differing viewpoints, Kiyosaki explores the core principles of wealth creation and challenges traditional beliefs about money and success. Overview of the book. The book is structured around the lessons Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad, who was a successful entrepreneur, compared to the poor dad, who followed a conventional career path. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is not just about financial strategies, but about cultivating the right mindset and approach toward money. Key themes and concepts. Assets versus liabilities. One of the foundational concepts of the book is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki stresses that assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. This concept challenges the traditional notion of working hard for a paycheck, emphasizing the importance of acquiring assets that generate passive income. Kiyosaki advocates for investing in real estate, stocks, and businesses, anything that can produce income without requiring constant active work. The importance of financial education. Kiyosaki criticizes the conventional education system for focusing too much on academic subjects and not enough on financial education. According to Kiyosaki, schools teach students how to be employees, not how to manage money or build wealth. He stresses the need for individuals to continuously seek knowledge about finances, investments, and business. For him, financial literacy is the key to achieving true financial independence. The mindset of the rich versus the poor. A major theme of the book is the contrast between the mindsets of the rich and the poor. The poor dad believes in the value of a steady job, working hard for a paycheck, and saving money in a traditional bank account. Meanwhile, the rich dad encourages entrepreneurial thinking, taking calculated risks, and learning to make money work for you. The book highlights how mindset plays a critical role in determining financial success or failure. Kiyosaki emphasizes the need to think differently about money, to seek opportunities, and to embrace risk in pursuit of financial freedom. The power of entrepreneurship. Kiyosaki highlights the importance of becoming an entrepreneur rather than relying on traditional employment. The rich dad teaches him that successful individuals are those who understand how to leverage their skills and resources to create businesses and investments. Kiyosaki believes that building businesses that can generate income even when you're not working is the key to wealth. Rather than working for money, Kiyosaki urges readers to learn how to make money work for them. Working for money versus making money work for you. One of the central lessons of the book is the idea that wealthy people make money work for them while the majority of people work for money. Kiyosaki explains how individuals can break the cycle of working long hours for a paycheck by learning how to leverage investments, build passive income streams, and create wealth-generating assets. The principles and lessons. Throughout Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki outlines several key principles that have guided him to financial success. The rich don't work for money. The rich create wealth through assets that generate passive income, rather than relying solely on a salary. Mind your own business. Focus on building assets, not just earning a paycheck. This includes investing in real estate, stocks, and businesses. The rich make their money work for them. Wealthy individuals invest in income-generating assets and know how to leverage their wealth. Work to learn, not just to earn. Constantly educate yourself and develop skills in finance, sales, and marketing that will contribute to financial success. Conclusion. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki presents a thought-provoking and unconventional approach to building wealth. The book encourages readers to challenge the traditional path of education and employment, urging them instead to develop a mindset focused on financial literacy, investing, and entrepreneurship. Through the contrasting lessons from the rich dad and poor dad, Kiyosaki teaches readers that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve financial freedom with the right mindset and education. This book has become a must-read for those who wish to break free from the conventional financial systems and gain control over their financial future. Its emphasis on financial independence, entrepreneurial thinking, and investment strategies provides a solid foundation for anyone seeking to build wealth and attain financial success. Let's learn about the main content of this book. Lesson 1. The Rich Don't Work for Money. In Lesson 1 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki introduces one of the central concepts of the book, explaining that the rich do not work for money. Instead, they create wealth by acquiring assets that generate passive income, while the poor and middle class work hard for a paycheck. This distinction forms the foundation of Kiyosaki's philosophy on wealth building and personal finance. Kiyosaki contrasts the mindset of his rich dad, his best friend's father who is a successful entrepreneur, with his poor dad, his biological father who had a traditional job and education. His poor dad believed in the traditional approach to financial success, working hard at a steady job, earning a salary, saving money, and living within one's means. In contrast, Rich Dad took a different approach. He emphasized the importance of building assets, investing wisely, and making money work for him rather than working for money. Kiyosaki teaches that true financial freedom comes when your money works for you through assets that generate income passively, meaning you don't have to work to earn it. The poor and middle class, however, are typically stuck in the cycle of working for money and trading their time for a paycheck, which limits their financial growth and potential. Active versus passive income. A core concept in this lesson is the difference between active income and passive income. Active income is the money earned from working, whether it's a salary, wage, or hourly pay. In this case, you have to exchange your time for money, and once you stop working, the income stops too. Passive income, on the other hand, is money earned without actively working. This income comes from assets like real estate properties, stocks that pay dividends, or businesses that generate income even when the owner isn't directly working. Kiyosaki stresses that passive income is the key to building long-term wealth and financial independence. He shares that the rich focus on investing in assets that generate this type of income, while the poor and middle class often focus only on earning active income from their jobs. The importance of assets. In this lesson, Kiyosaki introduces the concept of assets, things that put money in your pocket, such as rental properties, stocks, and businesses. Assets generate passive income, which can free you from the need to work for a paycheck. By building a portfolio of income-producing assets, you can create financial freedom over time. He contrasts assets with liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket like credit card debt, loans, and car payments. A common mistake, Kiyosaki explains, is that the poor and middle class often confuse liabilities with assets. For example, buying an expensive car or a large house might feel like an asset because it's something you own. But these are actually liabilities because they come with high maintenance costs, insurance, and depreciation. Instead of generating passive income, they drain your resources. Kiyosaki explains that to build wealth, you must focus on accumulating assets such as real estate that generates rental income, stocks that pay dividends, businesses that earn money through operations without requiring constant active work, intellectual property or other forms of ownership that produce ongoing income. The wealthy, Kiyosaki says, focus on acquiring and increasing their assets, while the poor and middle class focus on accumulating liabilities or spending money on things that do not generate income. Why most people work for money. Kiyosaki emphasizes that most people are stuck in the cycle of working for money because they lack financial education. The traditional education system, Kiyosaki argues, teaches people how to become employees, not how to manage money or build wealth. Schools focus on subjects like math, science, and language but don't teach students how to invest, save, or create wealth. As a result, people often spend their lives working for a paycheck, never learning how to make money work for them. Kiyosaki points out that money management and financial literacy are the true keys to wealth. People who understand money, how it works, and how to make it grow are the ones who become financially successful. Without financial education, individuals are doomed to work for money because they lack the knowledge to build wealth through assets. The cycle of working for money. Most people are conditioned to think that the key to financial success is earning more money by working harder at their jobs. They assume that if they work longer hours, get promotions, or earn a higher salary, they will eventually build wealth. But Kiyosaki argues that this approach only traps individuals in a cycle of working for money, where the harder you work, the more money you make. But you are still working for it. The rich, by contrast, break this cycle by focusing on acquiring assets that generate income, even while they are not working. They build businesses, invest in real estate, and buy stocks, which allows them to earn passive income and create financial freedom. This passive income frees them from the need to trade time for money and gives them the freedom to live life on their own terms. Changing your mindset. A key takeaway from this lesson is the importance of shifting your mindset from working for money to building wealth through assets. Kiyosaki advocates for entrepreneurial thinking, where individuals look for ways to create income from investments and business ventures rather than relying on a traditional job. The mindset shift from working for money to creating wealth is one of the most important changes that anyone seeking financial success can make. Kiyosaki also emphasizes that the rich think differently about money. They see it as a tool to build wealth, not just something to earn and spend. The wealthy focus on acquiring assets that create ongoing income, while the poor and middle class focus on earning money and spending it on liabilities. The path to financial freedom. By following the principles of passive income and asset building, individuals can eventually achieve financial freedom. Kiyosaki explains that the key to wealth is not simply earning more money, but rather creating a system of income-generating assets that work for you. Over time, these assets will produce enough income to allow you to live comfortably without needing to work for money. This is the essence of financial freedom: earning money passively and having the ability to choose how to spend your time. Conclusion. The core message of Lesson 1 is that the rich don't work for money. Instead, they build and acquire assets that generate passive income. By focusing on building wealth through investments and businesses that produce ongoing income, the wealthy are able to achieve financial independence. Kiyosaki urges readers to shift their mindset from simply earning money to building assets and creating wealth. This lesson is the foundation of Kiyosaki's philosophy on financial success. It encourages readers to understand the importance of financial education, investment, and asset building to achieve long-term wealth and freedom. By focusing on creating passive income streams, anyone can break the cycle of working for money and start building the wealth they deserve. Lesson 2. Mind your own business. In Lesson 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki highlights a fundamental principle of wealth creation: mind your own business. While many individuals focus solely on earning a paycheck and working for a living, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of building assets that generate passive income. The lesson teaches readers to shift their mindset from simply working for money to focusing on accumulating and managing assets that work for them. Focusing on building assets. Kiyosaki encourages individuals to focus their energy on building assets rather than merely earning a salary. By minding your own business, Kiyosaki means that you should develop wealth-building habits by acquiring income-generating assets, such as real estate, stocks, and businesses, instead of focusing solely on your job or career. Most people, according to Kiyosaki, spend the majority of their time working for a paycheck, and they spend the money they earn on liabilities, not assets. This leaves them financially trapped in a cycle of earning, spending, and saving with little to no chance of building substantial wealth. In contrast, the wealthy focus on building assets that provide passive income, giving them the freedom to stop trading their time for money. The difference between assets and liabilities. The concept of assets and liabilities is crucial to understanding financial success. Kiyosaki defines assets as things that put money into your pocket, such as real estate properties that generate rental income, stocks that pay dividends, and businesses that generate profits. These assets work for you, producing ongoing income even when you're not actively working. By contrast, Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, such as mortgages, car loans, and credit card debt. Kiyosaki argues that many people mistakenly confuse liabilities with assets. For example, they may purchase a home and consider it an asset, but unless that home is producing rental income or appreciating in value beyond its expenses, it is actually a liability because it costs money for maintenance, taxes, and interest. The wealthy understand this distinction and make sure to focus their financial energy on acquiring assets, things that make money for them, instead of accumulating liabilities which reduce their available income. Investing in real estate. Kiyosaki strongly advocates investing in real estate as one of the most reliable ways to build wealth. Real estate offers many advantages such as cash flow from rental properties, tax benefits, and the potential for appreciation in property value over time. When individuals own rental properties, they receive regular rental income which can provide steady passive income. However, Kiyosaki cautions that not all real estate investments are equally profitable. The key is to invest in properties that generate positive cash flow, meaning the rent collected exceeds the costs of the mortgage, property taxes, and maintenance. This ensures that the property is financially self-sustaining, allowing investors to continue receiving passive income without additional personal expense. Kiyosaki also emphasizes the importance of learning about real estate investing to make informed decisions. He advises seeking out opportunities in emerging markets or distressed properties that can be purchased at a low cost and improved for higher rental income. By doing this, individuals can build wealth over time, even if they don't have a lot of initial capital. Investing in stocks. The second major asset class Kiyosaki recommends is stocks. Investing in dividend-paying stocks provides individuals with the potential for long-term growth and regular passive income in the form of dividends. These dividends are typically paid out by the company to shareholders, providing them with income on top of any appreciation in the stock's value. While stocks are a great way to build wealth, Kiyosaki cautions that investing in them requires knowledge and research. The stock market can be volatile, and it is essential to understand how the market works, the companies you are investing in, and the dividend policies of those companies. He encourages readers to study the stock market and develop investment strategies that align with their long-term financial goals. Building and owning a business. The third asset Kiyosaki emphasizes is owning a business. Having a business that generates income can be one of the most powerful ways to create wealth. While many people work for others, the wealthy often create businesses that can operate independently and generate passive income even if the owner is not involved in the day-to-day operations. Business ownership provides flexibility, tax advantages, and the ability to scale income. A successful business can provide significant income streams, and when it's properly structured, can generate revenue without requiring constant involvement from the owner. Kiyosaki advocates for entrepreneurship as a way to create financial independence, and he encourages readers to develop business acumen and explore opportunities to start their own ventures. The importance of financial education. Kiyosaki stresses that financial education is a fundamental part of building wealth. The traditional education system, according to Kiyosaki, focuses on academic skills and preparing students to become employees, but it doesn't teach people how to manage money or invest. Without this critical financial education, most people never learn how to properly invest or build wealth. Kiyosaki encourages readers to invest in themselves by learning about money, financial management, real estate investing, and stock market principles. Financial literacy is essential for anyone looking to move beyond a paycheck and build a solid foundation of wealth through assets. Mindset shift. From working for money to building wealth. At the heart of this lesson is a mindset shift. Kiyosaki advocates for a shift from thinking like a worker, earning money through a job, to thinking like an investor or an entrepreneur. Instead of trading time for money, individuals should focus on building assets that generate income. This shift requires a long-term perspective and patience, as wealth takes time to accumulate. However, by investing in assets like real estate, stocks, and businesses, anyone can begin the journey toward financial independence. Conclusion. In Lesson 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki teaches that financial freedom is achieved through building assets, not relying on a paycheck. By focusing on income-generating assets such as real estate, stocks, and businesses, individuals can move away from the cycle of earning a salary and create passive income streams that will allow them to achieve wealth and independence. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of financial education and encourages readers to mind their own business, build assets, and focus on long-term wealth creation. By shifting focus from earning money to creating wealth, anyone can break free from financial struggles and build a secure future. Lesson 3. The rich make their money work for them. In Lesson 3 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki focuses on the crucial concept of leveraging wealth to create passive income and build long-term wealth. This lesson centers around the idea that wealthy individuals do not rely solely on active income from a job. Instead, they focus on investing their money in income-generating assets that allow their money to work for them, even when they are not actively working. Kiyosaki calls this the practice of making money work for you. Through this lesson, Kiyosaki introduces the principle that wealthy individuals think differently about money than the poor and middle class. While the poor and middle class focus on earning money through jobs, the wealthy build assets that produce income and appreciate in value over time. They use their money as a tool to create more money, leveraging investments to generate passive income. The importance of leveraging wealth. One of the main points of this lesson is that the rich make their money work for them by leveraging their wealth to acquire assets that generate income. This is the key difference between the wealthy and those who work for a paycheck. Wealthy individuals do not trade time for money. Instead, they invest in things that generate ongoing cash flow, such as real estate, stocks, businesses, and other income-generating assets. The poor and middle class, on the other hand, are often trapped in the cycle of active income, where they must continue to work for money in order to meet their financial needs. As long as they rely on a salary, they are limited by how much time they can work and how much they can earn. This cycle continues until they retire, but for many, retirement may not provide the financial freedom they desire. The wealthy, however, use their income to create more income through investments that allow them to generate money even when they are not working. The power of passive income. Kiyosaki introduces the concept of passive income in this lesson. Passive income is money earned from investments and assets that generate income without the need for active participation or constant effort. For the wealthy, passive income is the key to creating financial freedom. By investing in real estate properties that generate rental income, dividend-paying stocks, or businesses that run on their own, the wealthy create multiple streams of passive income. This means that money is coming in consistently, even when the individual is not actively working. This is the ultimate goal of wealth building, making money work for you so that you can enjoy financial security and independence without having to constantly trade time for money. Kiyosaki explains that passive income allows individuals to gain freedom and enjoy a comfortable lifestyle, regardless of whether they are working. By building a portfolio of income-generating assets, the wealthy are able to enjoy financial freedom and live life on their own terms. Types of income-generating assets. In this lesson, Kiyosaki discusses several types of income-generating assets that the rich invest in to make their money work for them. Some of the key assets he recommends include real estate. Kiyosaki emphasizes that real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth through passive income. Owning rental properties can provide consistent cash flow and offer the potential for long-term appreciation in property value. Rental income is a great example of passive income, as it continues to come in even when the owner is not actively managing the property. Stocks. Another asset that Kiyosaki highlights is stocks. By investing in dividend-paying stocks, individuals can receive regular income in the form of dividends, in addition to potential capital gains if the stock price appreciates over time. Stocks are an accessible way for individuals to invest and generate passive income. Businesses. Kiyosaki also talks about the value of owning a business that generates income. A business, once established, can operate without the owner's active involvement, creating a stream of income that continues to flow. Many wealthy individuals build businesses that can run on systems and automation, allowing them to leverage their time and create wealth. Intellectual property. Another asset that Kiyosaki mentions is intellectual property (IP), such as books, patents, or licensing rights. IP can generate royalties or licensing fees for its creator, providing passive income over time. The importance of financial education. Kiyosaki stresses that financial education is essential to making money work for you. Without the knowledge of how money works, how investments function, and how to acquire income-generating assets, it is difficult to create wealth. Kiyosaki argues that schools do not teach students the fundamentals of money management, investment, or wealth-building strategies. Instead, students are taught how to work for money, not how to make money work for them. To make money work for you, Kiyosaki advises readers to invest in their financial education. This involves learning about real estate, stocks, business ownership, and other investment opportunities. By improving financial literacy, individuals can make smarter decisions about where to invest their money and how to grow their wealth. Mindset shift. From working for money to making money work for you. The key message of Lesson 3 is a fundamental mindset shift. Instead of working for money, you need to make money work for you. Kiyosaki emphasizes that, in order to achieve financial independence, individuals need to stop thinking like employees and start thinking like investors and entrepreneurs. The rich understand that money is a tool that can be used to create more wealth. By investing in income-generating assets, they use their money to make more money. This mindset shift is essential to achieving financial freedom and breaking the cycle of earning a salary in exchange for time. The cycle of active income versus passive income. Kiyosaki explains that most people are caught in the cycle of active income, where they have to work to earn money. While this may be fine in the short term, it limits wealth-building potential. As long as you rely solely on a paycheck, you will always be dependent on working for money. By contrast, the rich focus on building passive income streams that work for them. This allows them to break free from the cycle of active income and create multiple sources of income that provide financial stability. The rich invest their money in assets that will generate income over time, allowing them to accumulate wealth without working constantly for it. Conclusion. In Lesson 3, Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of making money work for you by investing in income-generating assets. Wealthy individuals understand that money should be leveraged to create more money, and they use investments in real estate, stocks, and businesses to generate passive income. Kiyosaki encourages readers to shift their mindset from working for a paycheck to focusing on building and acquiring assets that generate income even when they are not actively working. By creating multiple streams of passive income, individuals can achieve financial freedom and create wealth that lasts for generations. Lesson 4. Work to learn, not just to earn. In Lesson 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of working to learn, rather than just working for a paycheck. This lesson is a call to develop skills that will lead to long-term financial success, regardless of your job title or income level. While most people work for money, Kiyosaki encourages readers to think differently. Use every job as an opportunity to learn new skills that will enhance your ability to generate wealth. These skills can include finance, sales, and marketing, all of which are essential for building financial success. Kiyosaki explains that the rich do not work simply to earn a paycheck. Instead, they focus on learning valuable skills that they can use to generate wealth, build businesses, and invest. By continuously learning and improving, the wealthy create a path toward financial freedom, while the poor and middle class often stay stuck in jobs that limit their financial growth because they focus solely on earning money rather than developing marketable skills. Learning is the key to wealth. A central concept in this lesson is that learning is the key to financial success. Kiyosaki points out that many people are trapped in jobs they do not enjoy simply because they are seeking financial security. While financial stability is important, learning new skills is the key to breaking free from the rat race. By investing in personal development and financial education, individuals can set themselves up for financial success, no matter what job or career they are in. Most people focus on working hard for money, but Kiyosaki stresses that work should be seen as a platform for learning, not just a way to earn a paycheck. Every job, no matter how simple or menial, offers the opportunity to learn skills that can help you build wealth. For example, working in sales or a customer-facing job can teach you negotiation skills, persuasion, and how to understand people's needs, skills that are invaluable for building wealth. The importance of financial education. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial education is one of the most important skills anyone can develop. The problem, he argues, is that the traditional education system teaches students how to be employees, but not how to manage money, invest, or build wealth. As a result, many people enter the workforce without the financial knowledge needed to make smart decisions with their money. To succeed financially, Kiyosaki advises readers to seek out financial education and learn about money management, investing, taxes, and building wealth. He encourages people to develop an understanding of finance, including understanding how cash flow, assets, and liabilities work. This knowledge will help you make better financial decisions, whether you're managing personal finances, running a business, or investing in real estate or stocks. The importance of sales and marketing skills. In addition to financial education, Kiyosaki stresses the value of sales and marketing skills. According to Kiyosaki, these skills are essential for building wealth because they are directly linked to the ability to generate income. Whether you're selling a product, offering a service, or pitching an investment opportunity, the ability to sell and market is a critical factor in financial success. Sales and marketing skills are crucial, not just for entrepreneurs, but for anyone who wants to achieve financial independence. Kiyosaki notes that whether you're selling yourself to an employer, negotiating a deal, or marketing a product, the ability to communicate, persuade, and influence others is essential. Learning how to sell effectively will help you create more opportunities for financial growth and will set you apart from others who may not have the same sales and marketing expertise. Real-life application. Learning through work. Kiyosaki believes that practical learning comes from real-world experience, not just classroom education. Work provides the perfect environment to learn skills that can be applied in various financial situations. Whether you're working in a small business, a corporate job, or a service industry, you can learn valuable skills that will pay off in the future. For instance, a person working in a sales job learns how to manage relationships, close deals, and generate income. Similarly, working in a marketing role can teach how to reach customers, communicate effectively, and build strategies that attract business. These skills can be used to start your own business or to invest wisely in real estate or stocks. Financial literacy, salesmanship, and entrepreneurial thinking are the foundation of wealth building, and Kiyosaki encourages readers to seek out opportunities to learn these skills. Kiyosaki also mentions that in today's world, the internet and online courses make learning more accessible than ever. It's now possible to learn about anything, whether it's real estate investing, stock market strategies, or entrepreneurship, by taking online courses or reading books. He encourages readers to take full advantage of these learning tools to develop the skills they need to achieve financial success. The importance of personal initiative. Another important lesson in this chapter is that personal initiative plays a major role in financial success. Kiyosaki explains that successful individuals are those who take initiative and are willing to put in the effort to learn new skills and seize opportunities. Rich Dad, in particular, did not wait for an opportunity to be handed to him. He created opportunities by investing in himself and actively seeking new ways to build wealth. Kiyosaki emphasizes that wealthy individuals are self-motivated and driven by a desire to learn. They constantly seek new information, look for ways to improve their skills, and take calculated risks to further their financial goals. On the other hand, Those who are focused only on earning a paycheck and living paycheck to paycheck often miss out on opportunities to build wealth because they are not investing in their own personal growth. Developing the right mindset. A key takeaway from Lesson 4 is that the wealthy develop a growth mindset and actively seek opportunities to learn. They view their work as a chance to gain valuable experience, develop new skills, and build their knowledge of money management and business strategies. The poor and middle class, however, often think of their job as the end goal, and once they get a paycheck they stop learning and stop growing. This mindset shift is essential for financial success. Kiyosaki encourages readers to view learning as an ongoing process, something that should be done throughout one's life, not just during formal education. He suggests that learning is not a destination but a journey that will help individuals grow both personally and financially. Conclusion. In Lesson 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki stresses the importance of working to learn, not just to earn. Rather than working merely for a paycheck, individuals should focus on learning valuable skills that will lead to long-term wealth. These skills include financial education, sales, and marketing, all of which play a crucial role in building wealth. Kiyosaki encourages readers to take personal initiative, seek out learning opportunities, and continuously develop new skills throughout their lives. By doing so, they will be well-positioned to achieve financial freedom and create lasting wealth. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is a transformative book that challenges conventional thinking about money and wealth building. It offers a fresh perspective on financial education, focusing on the mindset and strategies that separate the wealthy from the poor and middle class. Through the contrasting lessons from Kiyosaki's Rich Dad and Poor Dad, the book emphasizes the importance of financial literacy, asset building, and taking control of one's financial future. The key message of Rich Dad Poor Dad is the idea that financial education is critical to achieving wealth. The traditional education system teaches people how to become employees, but it does not teach them how to manage money, invest, or create wealth. As Kiyosaki explains through the teachings of his Rich Dad, true wealth is not built by earning a paycheck and saving money, but by building assets that generate passive income. The difference between the rich and the poor lies not in how much money they make but in their approach to money. The wealthy focus on building assets, such as real estate, stocks, and businesses, that generate ongoing income, while the poor and middle class rely on active income from their jobs. According to Kiyosaki, the rich make their money work for them by investing in income-generating assets that require little or no active involvement. One of the most important concepts Kiyosaki emphasizes is the difference between assets and liabilities. The rich focus on acquiring assets, things that put money in their pockets like rental properties or dividend-producing stocks, while the poor and middle class often acquire liabilities, things that take money out of their pockets like mortgages and car loans. Understanding the distinction between assets and liabilities is crucial for anyone seeking to build lasting wealth. Another central idea in the book is the need to work to learn, not just to earn. Kiyosaki encourages readers to view their jobs not just as a way to earn money, but as an opportunity to learn valuable skills that will contribute to their financial success. Skills like finance, sales, and marketing are essential for building wealth, and continuously educating yourself is key to achieving financial freedom. Kiyosaki suggests that individuals should focus on acquiring skills that will allow them to generate income without having to rely solely on their time and labor. The book also emphasizes the importance of taking calculated risks. Wealthy individuals are not afraid of taking risks, but they take those risks based on education and informed decisions. Kiyosaki warns against making rash decisions, but he stresses that staying in your comfort zone will only lead to financial stagnation. Taking risks and learning from mistakes is an integral part of growing wealth and achieving financial success. One of the core principles Kiyosaki highlights is the importance of financial independence. He explains that the wealthy work to acquire assets and generate passive income in order to achieve financial freedom, the ability to live life on their own terms without being dependent on a paycheck. Financial independence is not about accumulating large sums of money. It's about developing systems and strategies that allow money to work for you. Through Rich Dad, Kiyosaki encourages readers to become more entrepreneurial, to think outside of the box, and to find creative ways to generate wealth. The wealthy are often those who start their own businesses, make smart investments, and leverage the power of money, education, and creativity. Kiyosaki calls for a shift from the employee mindset to the investor mindset, where individuals focus on building wealth through smart investments, rather than simply working for a paycheck. Kiyosaki also urges readers to surround themselves with people who are financially knowledgeable and who can provide guidance and mentorship. By learning from others, especially those who have achieved financial success, individuals can accelerate their path toward wealth building. Networking and building relationships with like-minded individuals are essential for creating opportunities and achieving financial freedom. Summary of key lessons. Financial education is key to creating wealth. Schools do not teach how to manage money or build wealth. The rich focus on building assets, not just earning a paycheck. Acquiring assets that generate passive income is essential for financial freedom. Assets put money in your pocket while liabilities take money out of your pocket. The key to wealth is acquiring income-producing assets. Work to learn, not just to earn. Use your job or career as an opportunity to acquire skills that will contribute to your financial success. Entrepreneurial thinking and taking calculated risks are essential for building wealth. Financial independence is achieved by building systems and assets that generate passive income. Final thoughts. Ultimately, Rich Dad Poor Dad is more than just a book about personal finance. It is a guide to achieving financial freedom and breaking free from the traditional mindset that limits wealth building. By shifting your focus from working for money to making money work for you, acquiring financial education, and building assets, you can achieve the kind of wealth and financial independence that the rich have. The book teaches readers that wealth is not just about earning a high income, but about developing financial intelligence, making informed decisions, and building systems that generate passive income over time. Kiyosaki's principles challenge conventional wisdom, urging readers to think differently about money and to take control of their financial future. Through practical advice, mindset shifts, and real-life examples, Rich Dad Poor Dad provides a blueprint for anyone looking to build wealth, achieve financial freedom, and live a life on their own terms. If you want to break free from the cycle of working for money and start building true wealth, this book is a must-read. Thank you for listening. If you find it useful, please give us a like and a subscription to the channel so we have the motivation to make the next videos.